West Bengal has always been very politically active, and we have seen political violence of a different scale altogether there. But this is a different. This is communal violence in West Bengal. And if you go back to history, and as Mr. Bhaumik would also recollect that back in the 1960s, we had one issue with in the post-colonial era, if I may speak of, when there were communal clashes. After that, there is not much to be written about as far as West Bengal is concerned. So, politically active state, but communally sensitive now, becoming communally sensitive, that is something that is different from other times as of now. And these visuals on your screen is obviously of West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose, who is visiting basically the affected areas and taking a stock of the situation. It's rare that we see a governor actually visiting the affected areas. And
let's not forget he's also cut short his visit to Darjeeling, and I mean that's what the situation at this point of time demands.
So basically, definitely, you see, I mean that's why I said it is rare to see a governor cutting short his visit, whereas there is a democratically elected government of Mamata Banerjee. So now a governor coming back, it is also centrist interest in here, and they are not leaving everything in the state of the hands. And governor has also made a very politically sensitive statement. He says that we will never allow forces of darkness to take society to ransom. We will take strict action against wrongdoers. People have a right to peacefully living. That right will be established at any cost. This is what West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose told the ANI.
Well, I'm being told Mr. Bhaumik is back with us. Mr. Bhaumik, if you can hear us, give us a ground update. Yes, what's really happening around you? What's your take on, the skirmishes and clashes that you're seeing around you?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, both the BJP and the Trinamool Congress seem to have, as political parties, some kind of vested interest in this conflict to continue. The BJP is known for its politics of religious polarization. So with this violence, they can actually hold up their view very strongly that Bengal A is a lawless place. Bengal has gone to dogs. Secondly, Mamata Banerjee's appeasement politics, favoring the Muslims. And number three, they're trying to uphold the Hindu cause. They're projecting themselves. So they want to take Bengal's politics into the arena of religious polarization, which they think will benefit them. As far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned, they want to show to the people of Bengal that BJP is a communal party. Bengal has lived in harmony, and BJP is coming here and disturbing the peace and creating all kinds of problems. So here, there seems to be some kind of vested interest of both sides, and because the left and the Congress have become marginal players, they really don't count. So what at the moment is happening is that though, this violence is restricted to some areas of Howrah and some areas of Srirampur, I'm here in the heart of Calcutta, near the Victoria Memorial. You can hear the busy road street behind me. It's a normal day. Nobody seems to be bothered here. So everything seems to be normal in Calcutta, which is not very far off from Howrah. But at the political level, both the political spokesperson will appear in your studios and will try to make it look like a huge issue, something really gone wrong. That's not the case. The average common people here are hardly bothered. But the political parties, both the important political parties, both the BJP and the Trinamool, seems to have axe to grind, and therefore they are perpetuating this politics of polarization, albeit in two different ways. And that's where the trouble seems to lie. The last point that I want to make is that the police has been a complete failure here. Because the police is highly politicized, they have taken strides. They have not really done their job as a professional force, which means a professional force should identify certain sensitive areas before something happens, like a religious procession. They should issue route permission accordingly. Here the route was apparently violated, but the police did not do anything to begin with, and then the situation went out of control. Now they're trying to play catch-up. So long years of politicization of the Bengal police, which was one of the best police forces at one point of time, the way they handled the Naxalite violence and all that. But now the Bengal police is a pale shadow of its former self, and therefore there is a serious problem.
But Mr. Bhaumik,
with
Mr. Bhaumik, going by what you're saying, we've got a politicized police department. Both these major parties have vested interests in what is going on the ground. The common people in Calcutta are not really bothered or worried about what's happening in Hooghly or Howrah or these other, small places where skirmishes have taken place. What's really happening in Bengal? One has to understand what's in the public psyche and the mindset of the Bhadra Lok over there. Has your opinion, what you're suggesting, trickled down to the masses as well? That this is nothing but just two political parties trying to gain mileage?
That's right. The common people here are not interested in this politicization of religiosity. Let me make that clear. Politicization of religiosity. In Bengal, and so in Bangladesh, if you cross the border to Bangladesh and ask somebody, who are you? He'll say, I'm a Bengali. Yeah, Hindu Muslim nahi bolega. But here, there is an attempt to consciously bring in this religious divide into the arena of politics. I'll give you a personal example. As a practicing Hindu who has Durga Puja in his house, his ancestral house, I've not yet visited the Kalighat temple. But for a sister of mine, a Muslim sister of mine who is being in difficulty, on her request, I've gone to the Molali Mazar and put up, चादर चढ़ाया है उसके लिए, उसके फ्यूचर के लिए. तो ये बंगाली कल्चर है. हमारे बांग्लादेश के भाई बहन आते हैं. In my house, where there is a Thakur god, where my, wife has several gods and goddesses to pray. They do their namaz, their 5 waqt namaz in the same place. And we are like one. So at the end of the day, in Bengal, the identity is primarily ethnic and linguistic. I'm a Bengali, I speak Bangla, that's my language. And this is where there is a conscious attempt to change that narrative, both by the BJP and the Trinamool is playing that up. They are trying to say, well, we Hindu Muslims, Bengalis have lived in peace. BJP is a disturbing force, don't vote for them. So they also want that BJP should be seen as the troublemaker, and they have a vested interest, it seems, in carrying on this.
And Mr. Bhaumik, it is commendable that you subscribe to such a pluralistic view. But on the other hand, it is a battle of perspectives. It is a battle of perspectives and narratives as well. Look at the optics. You've got BJP versus TMC going head on hand with, real strong ambitions here. But who do you think is wielding more power at the moment? Abhishek Banerjee is going all guns blazing, but so is Suvendu Adhikari. On the Libra scales, which side do you think weighs higher at the moment?
Well, I would imagine neither Abhishek is a phenomena here nor Suvendu. At the end of the day, the factor here is Mamata Banerjee. If Mamata Banerjee is not around tomorrow, Abhishek Banerjee will fade away like one of those falling meteors. Yeah? He is there because his Buaji is there. Suvendu Adhikari, again, if he was a factor of some kind, that would have reflected in the last election. He's a turncoat, he has been in, Trinamool, and now he's with the BJP. But I don't think it really belongs to that, RSS Gharana. So at the end of the day, sometimes he's trying to be more RSS than RSS. Point here is, it's actually a battle between, BJP here has very poor local leadership.